Hello, welcome back. After quite a long time, it is time to finally start a new world in this game. Creative Ferret is back with Infinity. In this world, you do remixes of rooms like it's an infinite loop. Welcome to Infinity. In this world, you do remixes of rooms like it's an infinite loop. And that goes on for some time. Long for a joke. Okay, so we're gonna do remixes of rooms. Infinity. Stability high. Can't go here yet. Can't go here yet. Can't go here yet. Can't go here yet. Alright. I forget the room count of this. Actually, it's on my other screen. It is 33, so medium size. Hi. Alright. Hi. Can't do anything here till... what are those called? Prime keys. It's been a little bit since I played this game. 4 rooms. Alright. So prime key here, way to go down the whoopsie. Okay, so they will shoot each other if I go there. Alright, so what are we looking at here? 1, 2, 3 bomb bugs, 1, 2, 3 angry eyes. And elements that look like they're going to be relevant when the room is remixed. But in the current mix... yeah, can't do that. I can do this. That's not going to move the... okay. I guess what I can do is access this switch, then get this back out and make a bridge so I can get back after accessing the switch. That seems productive. That opened this gate. Does that seem productive? What all is going on here? There's a bunch of stuff here. Okay, so looks like you're suggesting a taxi. Not a taxi, sorry. An explosion squeezing through a diagonal space. So I wanted to have extracted that block while I still had access to this. Okay. So, these are like puzzles. Been a little bit since I played a world in this style. Now, I'm a little short on bomb bugs. How does this open? With that, okay. So, perhaps... a suggestion here could be... yeah, I would do that. Can I? Maybe. Alright, so you get real close to me. Come on out here. I will be needing your services shortly. I'm not sure about those angry eyes yet. For now, I'll just leave them as they are. I'm going to need both of these. I see how it is. Bug number 1 can just do that whenever. Bug number 2... actually, hold up. Yeah, I need bug number 2 out before I can get this block. I'm going to be riding on one of those. Doesn't matter too much which, at least as far ahead as I've looked. I don't want you all the way there yet. Okay, now I want somebody on this. Could be bomb bug, could be block. I'll make it block, just for simplicity. However, I do need somebody on the other thing too, so therefore I want bomb bug on that. In a nice relaxing spot that won't bother you. Here's a block that needs to go into this location. Bomb bug prepares to explode. Anything I'm missing? Should this be... yeah, that should. Okay, I am missing moving this to its ultimate destination. Okay. Pow, I am inside this now. And I needed to not have killed both of those angry eyes just yet. Oh, is that an issue? Because that's going to happen here. So I needed to have pacified something. How is this going to happen? Aha! So how it's going to happen is this blocks the line of sight for that angry eye. Also pacifies this so it won't shoot, so I can kill this one first. Let that shot go off, prime them both, then I can step here. There we go. Just as planned. Okay. So that's you. Small changes, alright, so Remix has put a long string of trapdoors there. First thing I'm going to check, since these are at a room edge. None of those are traversable. Okay. No stepping stone hiding in those or anything. Alright, so small changes. For example, the houses are built out of stone brick now instead of red brick. That changes everything. Alright, so if I tried to do the same thing, this bridge is shaped differently and there's a new door here. Yeah, so let's just... okay, so for this mode... Okay, so if I want to compare, I want to use the mouse so I don't get the room transition. There hasn't really been a time when I want to visually compare two adjacent rooms before, except maybe in whatever that world was that repeated 3 rooms horizontally. But yeah, with the... Now hold on, there's another solution to this. Check this out. Is it an advanced? Oh boy, I have too many options in here and they're not laid out very well. Someday I might do something about that. Transition speed, instant. So now, if I do this, I can steer up and down and not get the scroll transition. So there's a time to change that setting. So these hot coals were removed, so was that Pacific floor, and a boulder was put here. This was not relevant to the solution in this room, though. If anything, it just very slightly got in the way. The red brick windows are a little shorter and a little wider. Oops. But the main thing is that this path now requires me to pass through this sight line. However, these things are new. I don't have a monster block. I don't have a whole lot of push blocks. In fact, I don't have any until I do some stuff. Now... could it be... Let's just play around here for a little bit. So that opens that still. This opens this still. If I were to just accept this... Well, no, I don't have to because I can use my body to stop them from killing each other. There we go, that's very simple. Now, didn't I need to set some stuff up for this first? Yeah, so this bomb bug had to explode. This should go here. And other than that, everything should play out roughly the same, I think? Which was how exactly? I pull out those bomb bugs. That's not how I want to do that. Pull out bomb bug. Get around a little more awkwardly because of the space that they're in, that's fine. One of them needs to explode immediately here to open up the way because I can't do that myself quite. Could I? Hold up. I have an idea. If I wanted to, yeah, these will shoot each other. Let's ignore that for a second. But... Oh, that's pacified too. I did not realize that was on Pacific floor, but it sure is. Okay. Anyway, so you go ahead and do this. Then... So if I want to set up the same thing, I need a bomb bug sitting on that pressure plate, and that's your job. This will have to stay where it is for the time. Okay. This one comes out. Can go in the drink. That's open. Alright, so now, this will need to go where the broken wall was. Whoopsie. Bomb bug goes in that spot, and the rest of this should play out as before. Step, 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 step. Okay, great. Fetch key, go south. And now I'm weirded out by this setting, which I want to change back. Standard. Slime. Okay, this is a slimy room. Alright, so traversal a little bit more impacted. Now that I'm this familiar with the room, I don't feel the need to do a direct comparison. I can just sort of see what has changed. Now, this is back, no longer a rock. This is pacified again. The mechanism here is gone. So, I have a walking path that I can follow. At least this far. And what am I going to do with that? The buildings are back to brick again. This road has shortened once again. Gotta go all the way back around. That's fine. But not anymore, now that's opened up a shortcut. That's a nice touch. And I have a cleaner here. So if I just, like, mop up the entire floor... entire floor, well, as much as I can conveniently reach. I can do... no, I can't really do that. Now, I still have... no, I don't have the problem anymore because I didn't have to enter this way. This is just the first room's solution with a little bit of indirection, I think. Like, the material differences are concluded at this point, I think. So now, go and input what was done in room 1. A piece of grass was removed, I note. Doesn't change much. Ah, this little spot is a little awkward, actually. So, okay, that's interesting. Surprisingly impactful. It's not the piece of grass, it's the, I guess what I can do is move you across the hot coals and here. That way I don't have to step into this row to escape, because otherwise I would be in the explosion radius if I tried to go around. So yeah, I either explode or get poisoned, but this is a way to shortcut that. Neat. Alright, so explode here. Get second one to do something similar. This is neat. Alright, you go there, you go here. Take out the other block. And I'm doing some of this on autopilot, so if there are subtle changes that did not show up in my initial inspection, then I may get caught by them. But it doesn't seem like anything is going wrong yet. Okay. Good. Don't step in poison. And how traversable will this be? If I want to go back north, I'll have to go the slightly long way. It's not very long. Okay, infested. And this will be the last, well, 1, because there's no bridge here, 2, because I was collecting 4 prime keys for... oh, there's a lot of rooms over here. Okay. A slug is here now, and so are some flying snakes. It's infested. Also, the blocks have been infested with monsters. And there's a statue. Oh boy, okay, this is a much more hopping place. Okay, so in terms of the finishing mechanisms, this remains the same. The presence of statues gives me potential for 1 diagonal pushing, 2 sightline blocker for these if I need to get south of them, 3 possible stepping stones if I want those. Flying snakes don't really do anything, they're just an obstacle to be dealt with, probably. There are things they could theoretically do, but I don't think they do any of those things. Slug, though, will end itself there, so doesn't do much. In the process, though, it is going to poison up these 2 spaces, which shouldn't change my routing if I'm looking at it right. Okay, so let's try this simple thing. First of all, I see these 2 pests. You turned around not how I expected, because you're turning the opposite direction as I was feeling like the terrain implied. So now, that area is all poisoned up. I don't want to kill you here. I guess I could come back for the key, that'd be fine. There's no reason I need it on this visit, so it's fine to kill that there. Just so I avoid poisoning too many things. Okay, so with Slug gone, Flying Snake's gone. Main difference now is that there's a statue here. Wasn't there another statue? I guess it was just the 2. Somehow I thought there was a 3rd. Okay, now you are getting scared, which means nothing in your case, it looks like. feels like it's going to be significant that these are monster blocks, but, well, yeah, for one thing, no, shouldn't make too much of a difference. Okay, so that little bit of poison there is slightly in my way. Ooh, more than slightly. More than slightly. Actually, that's a huge problem, isn't it? I see, I think what I needed to do? Okay, so... I can't allow... So it's not that I can't allow that space to get poisoned. I have no means to prevent that. I'm not in time. If I let the slug rampage, it just gets so much worse. But what I could perhaps do... Wait, how was the layering? Show me that again. I thought I saw something funny. Interesting. Yeah, that is something funny. Look, okay, so I do a special thing for poison trail on tall grass, because if I use the default layering for that, the poison trail would be basically invisible. So it pastes a copy of itself on top of the grass if that's the tile that it's on. The flying snake has its own little grass parting thing that it shows, so that little graphic, same one as when I'm in the grass, just all these little tufts coming up in the foreground. That grass parting and the... Well, the poison is on top of both the parting animation of the grass and the flying snake itself. So the layering really should be normal grass tile in the bottom, then tall grass, then poison trail. Well, I guess it would be normal grass on the bottom, the actual poison trail, not the copy of itself, then the tall grass, then the copy of the poison trail, then on top of that should be the flying snake, then on top of that should be the extra grass overlay here. Okay, so that is a little layering thing for me to change. And stuff like this is just why a game with a level editor is never going to run out of bugs to fix. Just these little combinations of things. I mean, like, this is a very specific combination of 4 different elements. Well, 3, I guess. But just something I never thought to try. I should have, but this has revealed it to me. Okay, by the way, it's not really come up yet. Oh, actually it has! You can see it on screen right now. If you're looking in the right spot, you'll see a change that I made, which I was talking about during Pat's World. So unexplored but known screens now have an opening in all of the directions I know that they can be traversed in. This could open up on this side, or this could open up on this side if I were to visit this room before either of these, and that room had an opening from here to here. I'll show the graphic for what it looks like for an above unknown room. Actually, I can do it now. So here, there's a ladder going down, and if this were below, there'd be a ladder icon here with an up arrow. So, I can see adjacencies now. That level of information is preserved because there was potential for losing it, and there's a whole thing about that in Pat's World if you happen to be watching this before having watched that. And the thing where if I waypoint in the same room with something on my head, it'll now play the animation when going down. Just a few little fixes have happened. Okay, so, and this is my local copy. They haven't been published yet. Hopefully a new version at some point, sometime soon. Hopefully. We will see how things go. Anyway, so Slug is laying down poison here, which is making it harder for me to extract these bomb bugs from this location. So either I need to stop the Slug from getting there in the first place, which I don't think I can do. The flying snakes don't quite allow me to get them to that position. Best I could do is like here, and that's not good enough. Is it? Actually, I'm not so sure. Because if I do that and then the slug comes back around, I can kill it in that spot, eliminating that poison, and honestly that's enough. My second idea was to use this statue to mop up the poison, but that would involve going around the long way, leaving the slug unattended for some time when it might get in this larger loop, so that feels like a cleaner solution, what I did there. Okay, so, next step, explode that. Put this here because I can't put it anywhere else. To get my multi-push. then I can pull out bomb bugs. Do things from this angle. There is one bit of poison there that should not get in the way. The tall grass is back here. The other poison trail is gone. And the rest of this should play out as before. Unless the monster block's going to mess with me in a way I haven't predicted. Also, what am I doing with 2 bomb bugs at a time? One of them was supposed to have exploded by now. Like that. Okay, so get monster block. And if this is going... Oh, I can't ride it. So I guess I want to put this instead. There's also an extra statue here, which I need to deal with before I go too much further. Oh, how will I do that? Like this? That's pacified. Like... Oh. You know what? I mean, I can still make this all happen, just an awkward shuffle through there. That's fine. Anyway, I need you a little bit out of the way. I want the walkable thing to be the thing I stand on, of course. That monster block has to go away. Why do I have a spare? Ah, you have to go here. Because I haven't hit that switch yet. Okay. I think everything's good to go now. You know, it's nice and refreshing to play a world where every room doesn't just want me to spend 100 years on it. And I should be able to just collect this after that statue is gone. There might be a way to deal with this statue without letting the slug make a huge mess, and allowing the key to be collected on the same visit. But the room did not require it. Right, yeah, so I do want to keep the key and leave. Okay, so that's the south complete. And I could hang on to my... No, I cannot hang on to my prime keys, because in order to go anywhere, I need to open a... I got this funny visual illusion of... yeah, optical illusion of, like, parallax in the stars. And that makes me think that would be kind of cool if I did it. But it would change a bunch of stuff. I could do it, though. Cool idea, don't think it's appropriate for this game. I don't know, it might be nice to have something to break up this star pattern. Like, it's pretty static. It's just, you know, just a floor, a differently painted floor tile. With all the, just the properties of a pit and nothing else special about it. There's lots I could do. I don't know, the sort of like schematic view of this game I think comes in handy for just being able to visually parse the rooms, and sometimes readability is a higher priority than prettiness. Okay, well, I'm happy with that south branch all done, so next time I can use this key now, sure. Next time we're gonna go to Stability Normal in the west. I'll see you then.